Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They send a man in motion. Another carry for him. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Pass play now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New set of downs for him from the 46. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And they're going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Now hold on a moment, folks. You got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. The Armadillos sending out their punter. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. The Thunderbirds and their quarterback are ready to take over once again. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Up over 3,000 of them to this point. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4. And that'll give him a 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw on 1st. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
From the gun on 3rd down. And no one had a a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He fields it from the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff up the gut. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. The Thunderbirds headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now looking to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
They'll get 18 yards there, and they'll have first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to the air here. Hauled in left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 24. He's on the move. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. They'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And
he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Thunderbirds make it a 9-point advantage. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds make it a 10-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Back out runs their offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Simple dive up the middle. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw now. He beams one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Armadillos start to fight back with their first points of this game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Armadillos cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Thunderbirds ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 44. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give him a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's a throw. It is caught left side. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. The Thunderbirds looking for a score before halftime. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Here's 2nd and 5. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. He's dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back now, pressure on its way. Dumps it off to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Cut near the goal line. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. He'll throw it yet again. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the puck. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Armadillos tie it just before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. He lofts it deep, right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We've reached halftime, and it's the Armadillos out in front in London. Now we'll send you back stateside to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports Halftime Report all queued up and ready to go.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Riverhawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. The Texans continue to make their case to be a playoff favorite as they're able to up their record to 7-3 with the victory. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could have hoped for.
Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the 3rd quarter. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the 2nd half. And they came in on a rough stretch, 4 straight losses, but things looking better now as they've got this lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing now on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Motioning him from the slot right. Throw on 3rd down. Finds a man right side. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this one doesn't go far. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. From midfield now. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that throw came pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Running it now out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Caught by his back. Head out of bounds after a small gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards. You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Takes this in at the 25. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 43. He goes back to him yet again, complete. That one ends up a gain of 6. And they're going to have a first down. They'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. They'll try and throw it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. 16 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That
coach clearly not happy with the call on the field. The Armadillos are going to throw the red flag.
Play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. He's got a man left. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have first down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Armadillos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. Getting out to his left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They go play action here. intercepted. And the Thunderbirds are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Hits him on the out route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives them the first. So we're through three here. It's their ball to begin the fourth, and though they trail, this game's still within reach. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
To the air, 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Play action on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Armadillos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Now this offense ready to head back out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. He throws a bullet to this. They did it. He made the interception. And the Thunderbirds have some new life in the 4th.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 from the 41. Handoff now out of the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run the counter. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now off play action. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Got all of it, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Armadillos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Give now to the running back. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got time here. He's trapped. They did it! He made the interception! And the Thunderbirds have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. One of the tight ends in motion left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building is already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one does not go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They give it to him again. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. This is why it's called a victory formation.